So, Zombiesworn against Infernity. Anyways, this Zombiesworn list runs quite some nice decks. Phantom of Chaos together with Sky Scourge and Oloras and Dark Armed Dragon. For those who don't get the interaction, this can basically copy the effect of an effect monster in my grave. Or well, in your grave. And this is a monster that can be tributed. You can pay 1000 life points at all cards on the field and both hands to the grave, then draw a card. This is Lightsworn, and this is Zombies. They have a lot of graveyard focused plays, so... You know, back then it's basically like, hey, I win, lol, the card. So, definitely not a deck you should underestimate. 2 Foolish Burial, which was legal for a while. It sounds weird, but yeah, it was a thing. Up against Infernity. Now, the one thing I'm not a fan of is the Gores or the DD Crow. I mean, hand traps in Infernity. Kinda cringe, not gonna lie. Especially the Gores. I guess you get discarded with Dark Refer, but it's something that can easily break, but you know, yeah. It's a slower format back when this was around. Yeah. Only one barrier was a 3, just the player decided to only run one, which is why I also went with this list. Back then it was the correct choice to go for a lower amount of barriers, which might confuse you, but Infinity's goal was to OTK you, not to go for the gate board. Back then, especially with not having Trish, but Mistworm just, you know, being a big blowout card. Very solid list. Back then you still had cards like Beetle, by the way. Nowadays you don't, of course, but yeah, back then Beetle was okay. 30 Further was definitely good back then. Nowadays it might look bad, but the game was in a slower format, and then being able to at least set up, basically guaranteed to set up your combo, that's good for the time. So yeah, let's see how this deck square off. So Zombiesworn gets to start. That Infernity hand doesn't look that great, so hey, might have a turn. Okay, Treacherous Grapple, right, that's gonna be devastating. Yeah, the Infernity player, not exactly an ideal hand. Just gonna have to sit this one out for a bit. Heavy Storm gets a Compulse, but yeah, that's your launcher and stuff going. Maybe, you know, shouldn't have set the launcher. I mean, Heavy Storm is a thing, right? Oh well. Now that's unfortunate, although it's a 2k defense. I mean, probably not playing around that. Nope, running straight into it. Yeah, what can you do, right? But Zombiesworn is just getting 3 mills right now. Yeah, nice barrier. You don't have an attack position in the 30 card. Although, if you top deck Archfiend at this point, you do have your barrier life, which is good. Except it's not life. Phantom of Chaos will just start popping cards. Okay. Well, that's very problematic. Infernity needs a top deck, however, but it's Infernity, you know. Infernity top decking isn't a big issue. Unless you draw a DD Crow. Foolish, what are you gonna send? Plague Spreader, what are you gonna copy? Lumina, oh, that's actually very strong. Phantom of Chaos, huh? Actually not too bad. Attack choice. Okay, Plague Spreader, get the Goyo. Steal whatever's face down, fair enough. The Lightsworn player has all of his fields covered with no room for a tuner, and that's always very concerning. Didn't get the Wolf. Top decks Infernity Inferno, that should be game for the Zombiesworn. Infernity lost against Infernity. I mean, not even that Zombiesworn did play really well or something, it's just Infernity, well. Did Infernity things back then and bricked hard. F. So now Infernity gets to start. This hand isn't great, however. That's very monster heavy, not really having much access to a discard outlet. So the Zombiesworn player, however, needs to play through possible back row. Yeah, that's really... Okay, the third player just goes for the total blowout. Let's see if he can top deck something good. That's a Mirage, that's just... I mean, double Archfiend beat's gonna work for now. I mean, that's the issue back then. The deck, sure, it was explosive, but it had predicting issues, you can see. But the Zombiesworn player will do much better. Now, theoretically, that DD Crow can be discarded whatever, so almost approaching the handless point. Depends on the top deck now. That's the handless deck. That's the handless player. That's the Avenger. Mistworm. Okay, yeah, that's just gonna be game. Now, you gotta respect the possibility, of course, so you just gotta overextend. Well, prepare a backup resource in case it happens. You can just get a second launcher, can't you? That's just ridiculous. Should not have attacked the Doom Dragon, should have attacked with Mistworm, so you can use Doom Dragon. Besides that, nice from the Infernity side. I'm a bit biased, but I'm glad to see Infernity go off once. At least, yeah, there's the Gorge here showing it, so playing around it was definitely correct. Although the way Infernity played around it wasn't exactly correct. Now, I would just not use that card destruction, but yeah. I mean, you're giving Infernity Grave setup. Zombiesworn player does get to go off, that's the thing. Revived King Hades, okay. I mean, at least it's some kind of board. Okay, that's a play. It's not exactly an Archfiend's play, but... It's a Doom Dragon. Okay. Yeah, okay, I mean, that works. He just wants to grind with the Doom Dragon, I guess. That's fair. Barrier. Ooh, nasty. That was not search, so he couldn't play around it. They have the revived King Hades actually got revived. Dark and the Dragon. Ooh. First stuck in top deck mode. What was this? That's a heavy storm, so he needs top deck. Okay. Launcher. Yeah, that's the Infernity I know. Oh, that's the Infernity I definitely know. Yeah. Yep. Yep, Infernity. Although he still hasn't won yet, but yeah, that's the nastiest top deck in the game, pretty much. I mean, Archfiend would have been even better there, but yeah. I mean, I need to pause for a second. Okay, yeah, fair, but like, this deck list, back then, you know, slower format. 3 Archfiends, 3 Launcher. If you top deck any of those, you're back into the game if you don't have a big negate, and big negates weren't really a thing. Because Archfiend will special summon itself, search Launcher, which just means full combo. Launcher is Launcher, that's full combo. Mirage is also a thing. Infernity, it's disgusting back then. Where's that, a Mirage? Okay, that also works. Boom. Brio, okay. Gonna get the Launcher, I guess. Yeah, just play it safe. Fair. Play around. Possible court into the Dark Hole or something. I don't know. Necrogardener. Okay, nasty. Can he come back though? Nope, that is not live. The dad is not live. And that's another win to Infernity. So Zombiesworn player gets a start, doesn't open a Light Swan, that's too bad. At least he opens this play. It's something. But yeah, this Infernity hand, that's like the most broken hand in existence. Yeah, that's... It's even real. Ah yes, a Briar Neck, the non-once per turn Briar Neck, that just, yeah. Yeah. Another Launcher, yup, Launcher. Oh, this is just not okay, I love seeing this. Yes, I'm a third player, yes, I'm biased, Suni. Just going for the Archfiend, fair. Not a Mistworm? Yeah, just, that's fine, that's just, that's a Gorse. But it just gets run over anyway, I mean, yeah, was there even a better spot to drop the Gorse? I mean, I don't know, honestly, I don't know. The Sky Scourge is never live. Solemn Judgment, just the gate normal summon, yeah, understandable, have a nice day. Dark Referee, yeah, that's just... Only a second Gorse could stall time here, and even that wouldn't be enough, so yeah, very devastating. Infernity? Yeah? Wow. So yeah, Infernity, what a list, right? So just to show how sacky this deck is. 3 Archfiend, 3 Launcher, 2 Mirage, 3 Necromancer. That's 6, 9, 11 cards you can draw to get you back into the game immediately on the spot. Get that Archfiend back on the field, go off. Back then, that was big. That's like a 25% chance to just off your top deck, go full combo again. That's a very high amount of chance, actually. Yeah. Infernity. What can I say? It's infamous for a reason. So here's the Zombiesworn list. Kinda cute, but not devastating enough. But still, it's a very strong deck. Hey, maybe it will make its way to the loser bracket, who knows. Definitely runs some unique and especially cool tech choices. Now I have to wonder, is there actually a light fairy in this deck that makes this live? I think if there's a light fairy. No. Literally just a Phantom of Chaos target. Huh. Respectable. But yeah. That was an interesting matchup. Now, next is the final matchup of the initial bracket. After this, we'll go to the loser bracket. At least the first round of the loser bracket. So, next one is Spaceships against X-Saber. Let's see how that one will go. I'm curious. X-Saber is a big name. One of the top decks from the 5Ds era. Spaceships are spaceships. Yeah. Wonder how that one will go. See you guys in the next one. Atlas signing out. Peace.